everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Mary Jo. I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you so much for everyone who's been subscribing. Welcome new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, maybe you might want to so you'll get notices from YouTube when my videos are up, but I don't get your email, so I don't solicit you. And thank you to everyone who's been with me from the beginning. Really, thank you so much. You're helping my channel to grow exponentially, and I really enjoy you sharing your stories and comments. Everyone who's been booking readings, liking my page and sharing, and I do hope that Spirit is giving you some help, guidance, and peace through these readings, and I do love doing them for you, believe me. Now this week I am doing the reading for July, well, June was a blink of an eye, July 2nd to July 8th, 2017. So the energy changes, you know, because now we have a different universal month. You know, with July is a 7 month, and you add it to the one vibration of 10 for the universal year, it's 17, which is an 8. So we do have structure, form, integrity, establishing something that's grounding in July, okay, and initiating that, or what we have started to initiate in the year. Maybe some of us are going to see them taking root, or at least we're going to get down to business and make it happen, okay, with that energy for our 17 and 8 universal month. And we do have some activity going on here with the planets moving, okay, with the personal planets. Now the personal planets are like Mars and Venus and Mercury. Mercury's the fastest moving. So the personal planets that are closer, they move very quickly. Those are your personal planets. The larger outer planets, they do involve you, but they're more like that of humanity and the whole world. But they do affect you, definitely. So now we're going to have the two planets that are leaving their domicile. Okay, we're going to have Venus is going to go into Gemini, and Mercury is going to go into Leo. The 4th and 5th, respectively. And on the 1st, Chiron, which is in Pisces, is going retrograde. Now, Chiron, we know, is your wounded healer. It's your wound set. And this is in your natal chart. If you have anything between 27 and 29 degrees with Chiron, or anything in your alignments that's hitting like either in Gemini and Virgo, Sag, or Pisces, this would probably affect you more than people that don't have that degree of placement in their chart anywhere. But when we have the Chiron going retrograde back to 24 degrees for 5 months till December, it's looking at our wound sets, the things that we have in this lifetime that we're working through, that we want to embrace them and accept them. Okay, we don't want to smother them and shoo them away. We want to look at them and say, why are you here? What are you teaching me? Now, with retrograde in Chiron, before, you know, because it's at a critical degree, before it finishes up, it's going to change signs. But for now, it is about healing. It's humanity, it's individuals, and it's the wound sets of the things that we seemingly have not been able to close the wound on. Some of us close the wound and we have a scar to remind us of what we've survived. Some of us have not been able to heal the wound yet, and as is Chiron, his wound never healed, even though he was a great healer, teacher, musician, gifted in so many ways. It's about learning to live with, and as a part of who you are as a being, this wound set, this pain, okay, and accepting it in your life, okay, and evolving with it as part of you. But now when we have these planets moving, like I said, Venus is moving into Gemini. People might be very scattered in their way of thinking. You know, you might have many different things being able to choose from. A love relationship, a partnership, schooling, career, medicine. What car are you going to buy? What, you know, especially Venus is your self-worth, but it's things that you possess in the 3rd dimension. So be very careful with this transit for 4 or 5 weeks. Be mindful, really think things through before you jump the gun, okay, to buy that big ticket item or do that big vacation. If you're involved with 2 different girls or 2 different guys and you're trying to make up your mind, really weigh things through, okay? Just being mindful, because with that Venus energy in Gemini, with the twins, it's double, so it's very much in the mental realm. It could be very scattered, okay? You want to hone it in, really think things through before you make your decision or your choice. And then with Taurus and Leo, we're definitely looking at now, that's how you shine, your creativity. It's children, it's the 5th house, it's pleasure, recreation and fun, but it's creativity. Taurus is bringing it to ground. So you want to take that energy for this transit too, and make sure we stabilize and ground any creative ideas that we've been working on, anything in any aspect of our life that you are creating something new that you want to bring into form, okay? So let's start off for the week with the 2 of Wands. Now the 2 of Wands is Mars in Aries, okay, and this is a choice, and we were just talking about that actually. So this is work or a social situation with Mars in Aries. Now we know Mars is the generator, the originator, the doer, the power behind the mind. And Aries is the god of war. It's about asserting yourself, being aggressive, being bold and dynamic. So with this, many of us are looking toward something. Now, the way this is facing is the past. So it might have been something you started thinking about many months ago, like back in March, because this card is March 21st to 30th. It's the first 10 days of Aries, which is the originator. It's the first sign of the zodiac, the first 10 days. It's the beginning of spring. Oh, and we had the new moon in Aries at that time too. And also the vernal equinox, there was a lot of powerful energy going on, and if you did listen to the video for the new moon and planted your seeds, this could be even things that you're reflecting on from that time as to, okay, what has become established from the seeds that you had planted of the things you decided to start, whether it was a relationship, a new job, a career, something with school and your health, your family, partnerships, whatever it was, a creative project, a vocation, a trade, if you're an artist, musician, a piece of work that you're doing, whatever it was. Now you see here, 1 wand is planted, and look how it's firmly secured to a cement wall. So we know that you've established yourself somewhat. Now, even if this wasn't an endeavor, but it was you working on your spirituality, your inner divinity, working on healing yourself, working on honing yourself to the Magi, to the master who shall manifest things in your life. Whatever it is, it's established. But look, you've got another wand in your hand, and you're ready to go. Now with me, it's in the left hand. To me, that's the subconscious mind. That is spirit. It comes directly through the body, where the right side is the physical body, the conscious mind, and that's where you get all that muddy stuff in your 2nd chakra. But here, you're saying, I've got the whole world in my hand, or you set the sights, okay, on what you want. You're focusing, but look how you're focusing. It's not on the globe, because you've already got it. You see it's established. You said, okay, I've planted the seeds months ago, but look what's coming. You're looking out to sea. You're waiting for your ship to come in. You know that it's starting to bear fruit, and now it's like, come on, baby, come on. You're waiting for this to come in. So whether it is a relationship or a job, or you bid on a house, whatever it was that you've been established on in the last few months and working on, it's talking about with this duality. You're vacillating, you're waiting. Either way, it's going to come and go. You don't know if it's going to stay. You don't know if you're going to get it. You don't know if he's going to be the right one. Is this the right treatment? But you've been working toward it. Now, like I said, focusing out with this Aries energy, be that trailblazer. Thinking positive is very important for you right now to really manifest this, because you got a hold on it. The water is very calm for it to be like a sea, an ocean, and there is fertile ground there. And we see well, it's kind of on the side, not really in the foreground, all these mountains. So let's just say you've climbed many mountains. You've put in a lot of work on this. I do love this red everywhere, and red's not my jam, really. But all this red is talking about you're grounded. And that's very incredible, because you know what that Mars and Aries energy is, that fire. It's all over the place. It's, it's not always containable or controllable. But with this card, it's saying you've got it controlled, you've got a handle on it, and you're ready for the next step. So put that in a snapshot of whatever it is in your life. Now we have the 7 of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. 7 of Wands. Oh, my hand's itching. Money, money, money. With the 7 of Wands, we have Mars again, but this is Mars in Leo. So this is to come for us, okay? This is like August 12th to the 22nd, I believe, when we look at Mars in Leo. Now we're taking the steps here. Now you're putting yourself out there. Now there might be some competition out there with whatever you're doing, or you might have heated argument or debate from people around you. Now this is not going to be like a full-on brawl. Well, at least I hope it isn't going to be like a smackdown or a throwdown. It looks more like you're establishing yourself in a community of other things. So again, if it's a girl that you like and there's a couple other guys, you're competing for this girl, or if it's for a guy, or that job or career, or the car, whatever it is, you see how you're standing straddled between like earth and the water, your emotions and your stability, but it looks like it's on a cliff there. I mean, you could really just take one bad step and go off the edge. The good thing with the 7, it's talking about you're in control. All right, you're in control with the 7. You know, it's like a lightning bolt. You've got the ideas, you've got the energy. Again, you're grounded. You have the orange here. That is definitely in that chakra there we were talking about, where that second chakra is that sacral area where you feel the creative allspark. And this green is that it's going to be fertile. So with Mars and Leo, Leo is that creative allspark. And in the time of Leo, you should start to see that you've got a handle on this, like we said here, and you've made some progress, but you see there's some challenges. Okay, let's be honest here. I'm not going to lie to you. You will have maybe some conflict, maybe something that you have to rise above, they're saying. See, you're rising above. You may have naysayers here with whatever this is, people trying to discourage you. Stay true. Stand your ground. Be bold and dynamic. Let your creative processes and juices flow. Okay? Having control. And 7 is a mystical number. All right? So we know that there is something else going on otherworldly here. You may be inspired directly from spirit, God, source energy. Okay? And look at even here, like, you see how you're concentrating? You're not bewildered, you're not befuddled, you're not bemused, you're not under duress, even with all of this coming at you. Now, if this was a business that you guys started, or somebody started, or like a YouTube channel, or a blog or vlog, or something with your school project, if you're in summer school or vocation, this also could be other people's putting their 2 cents in, their ideas in, or collaboration that they're not with you and you're standing your ground saying, this is why I believe it should be this way. You know, it could be challenges or things that you have to really work on and hone and get control of too. Because if this is all of your energy that's scattered all around you, or your ideas are all over the place, vacillating, we do want you to say it's time to make a stand. Gain control of yourself. You know, the emotions again are calm here, but it does feel like you really need to keep yourself grounded and stable so you don't, wobble off the side. Look, we all have trials by fire throughout our life. We have things that are challenges. We have ease of flow. And again, with Chiron going retrograde, it even could be things that you're reflecting back on, like I said, into March, and you're reevaluating things before you go forward and make a stand. And you're looking at what else is out there, other options, competition, challenges, ideas that you didn't think of before. And you're not fighting with anyone. Well, like I said, at least I hope not. But even if it's arguments, it's constructive criticism that's going to help you with your decisions. Again, with the 7. So we're going to confirm that. Spirit is saying you have choices. And we talked about that in the beginning. If you have a couple of different guys, you're trying to decide who you want to be with or go out with. You could have something going on there with a few different people. Or, your friends at school, you've got issues going on. This is involving a few people, a couple of people. If it's a job, a partnership, you're debating on 2 jobs, 2 different cars, 2 houses, or 3. Where to go for vacation, what kind of medical treatment am I going to use, whatever it is. See, this card is talking about your mind is going cray-cray. This is about you really starting to become distracted and confused here. And we know with the 7, we want to establish some control here, but we all go out of our minds a little bit. And like I said, with Venus in Gemini, you may have a lot of that double kind of energy, like maybe you want a lot of things. Now the cups are your emotions, but it's also the sensual pleasures of life. The things that money doesn't necessarily buy, like love, happiness, joy, health, bliss, you know, those things that you really are somewhat intangible that you want to bring into your life. And this again is Venus. So this, and we were talking about 2 with Mars and so far now this one with Venus. So it's supporting the movement of these 2 planets. I love when Spirit does this. So with Venus here in Scorpio, well, that's sexy. And I don't use that word often. You know, Venus, goddess of love, also they're dimensional realities and love, pleasure. But Scorpio is sex. It is the hidden, it is secrets. It's raw, power. So this could even be really, for some of you, choosing between lovers or something you're deeply passionate about or something that you feel a great empowerment about. And you're vacillating and you can't decide which one you want of them. Now, I have to tell you, they're saying some of you, it's not about a love or a lover. Some of you, it is something else. And you can, there's 7 choices here, but you can have a compromise, they're saying, with maybe 2. If it's in a business or something with school or whatever, that you can work something out here. But you really need to start, they're saying, eliminating. Like eliminate the ones that are a definite no, and hone in on the 2 or 3 that you have left and get into that meditative state, get into quiet, get into solace, you know, sit yourself down, breathe. And after you see for a while that all the thoughts have raced out of your mind and your breathing is stable, that's when you ask your question of Spirit to help guide you. And usually the inspired thought is the best choice for you. Okay, so you definitely want to take more of a loving approach with yourself on this here, because with Scorpio, like I said, there's a lot of hidden agenda there, secrets. It can be sexually driven instead of in a practical divide. So consider that if it is something to do with a loving partner. And if it's anything else and it's something that you're passionate about, but it's something that's very dynamic, like I said, it's very intense and you're really feeling like you can't make up your mind on this, do your best, and like I said, with your best, to hone in on just 2 or 3 and ask people around you to help you with this decision, because you know an outside party can oftentimes give you insight onto something that you don't see because your emotions are involved in this, okay? Too much so. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. This has been coming up a lot. So we know a lot of us are falling off the wagon. This is something that started maybe back in March, April too. And this was, oh, well, actually, when I'm recording this, this is still Venus in Taurus. Okay, Mercury in Taurus. So Mercury in Taurus, that's when your mind goes a little bit crazy and you're maybe over-identifying with money and possessions and you're looking at lack. I didn't get that raise, I didn't get the promotion, I'm not making enough money, I don't have that nice car, I can't get my car fixed. When am I going to get out of this apartment into a bigger place? When am I going to get a house? When am I going to get healthy again? You see, anything. When is this relationship going to get better? When are my school grades going to get better? It's blah, blah, blah. It's all that energy in the 5 being put to something negative. Now, again, Spirit is always there to guide you. And you're looking in this down position here. It's a cold, like snowy site. So, you know, and this person looks like they need medical attention. And this person looks bereft. And I understand there are times in our lives we do not have someone to help us. I've been there myself. But like I said, God and Spirit is always there, or whatever your higher power is. And talking to Spirit and God doesn't pay the bills, people say to me. But you know what? Sometimes it does pay the soul the price that it needs just to get through another day. But again, be very careful how you're thinking. Okay, be careful how you're thinking. Stop living in lack and try and redirect yourself. Get back on the wagon and put the negative energy that you have, that you're looking into lack, into abundance. Keep saying, okay, Spirit, what good is coming out of this? What blessing has come to me out of this? And ask them to help you. I know that's a tough card for a lot of people in the deck because it does talk about like you lost something. Maybe you lost a relationship, or you lost a job offer, or or you're worrying about these things happening, or you're worrying about making this wrong choice. I have to tell you, sometimes it's not about making a right choice, but being happy. And other times it's about even no choice. Like you say, well, I'm not going to make a decision right now. Is still a choice. And in the eyes of the universe, it is still a choice. So it's better that you take an active part in your own life journey than to just not decide something. And you can't say down the road, oh, I made the wrong choice. Well, at the moment, it was right for you for whatever reason. And it could be a growth experience for you. So even if down the road you decide this is not what I want, but I did at the time where I made that choice, there's no regret. There's only regret when you don't do or say what you wanted to do. At least if you actively did it and you feel later on it didn't work out, you grew from it, you learned an experience from it. Don't shoulda, coulda, woulda on yourself. I asked for some clarity because I didn't want to end it off like that, and the King of Pentacles is here. So we know this is the dude we want to be. This is the energy we want with this King of Pentacles. This is the third decan of Leo and the first two of Virgo. For some of you, we're going to go out to August 12th to September 11th before you actually get this solidified, okay? Because this king's got it all. This is like King Midas in the deck. This person, if it is an individual in your life, if this is a male or a female you're looking for, or a partner in business or school, here's what you're going to look for. An individual who has a sense of maturity in whatever it is that they're doing, whether it's in school, a vocation, a trade, an art form, something that they do with their hands or they're good at. Finances, business, banking, whatever, agriculture, farmer, whatever it is, okay? This person is grounded, established, or confident. They don't have to be an older person, but they can be. Or they have the maturity of an older person in whatever this is that you're working for in your life. Because the king is the ideas. So that's the mental realm. And this king is about the pentacles, which is the earth. So he has great ideas about things of the earthly realm, which would be money, self-empowerment, grounding stability, health, wealth, luck, in love, in finances, in, like I said, agriculture, whatever he or she touches, it seems like they're always successful and they get great results with whatever they do. So if this is you maturing to this level, we're looking at sometime August 11th to 12th to September 11th, or this person coming into your life who's going to influence or be a part of, or the person to help you with this situation, or the choice that you're making is this type of person. Okay, so because this is a general reading, so I'm trying to give everybody a perspective, but I know that you're smart enough to understand what I'm saying, and you can, without reaching, put it into a snapshot into your life. So with this as an outcome, like I said, going out to maybe September, August, September, we have this established, grounded individual who started with this and progressed through all of this growth and involvement to be in the presence of mentoring or mentored by someone of this energy, or being this energy of someone with great ideas that does have it, like they have the bells and whistles in life. For whatever is their comfort zone, they've got it. Your idea of comfort in a beautiful home or car is different than mine. And you might say, oh, I wouldn't want that, you know, but that's what that person wants. So whatever this is in your life, this is the energy it represents as to you being or emulating, or the person, whoever this is involved, whatever, if it's a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a friend, a lover, you, this is the energy that we want to evolve to. Well, thank you, Spirit. That's an interesting reading. We have a lot of energy going on this week. And happy 4th of July for everybody who celebrates that. And do have a beautiful and healthy, safe 4th of July. I'll see you next week with the full moon reading, okay? And as always, I wish you the best.